Welcome back, everybody, to the Birdies and Bourbon Show. Dan, I got the dashboard ready. Everybody get close. We're going for a ride, baby. Dusty Johnson is back in the house.
The name is Dusty.
Oh, yes, it is. Hey, and I actually didn't think you'd be bigger. You're big enough. Good Lord.
Yeah, we don't know who we're going to get. So do we get Dustin? So Dustin's the guy that he's wheels up on Thursday. DJ, he's iffy, and you got Dusty, who's just a stone cold killer out there. And we got Dusty this week.
Here's where we're at. Okay, so you got a guy that's potentially setting. We're recording. Let's see, he's through 15 holes, I think, and I'm sorry, he's through 14 holes. And the broadcasters, Mark Immelman, by the way, is doing a fantastic job. I mean, he's calling it like he sees it out there, and I think Mark's doing a great job. By the way, so Travis Mathis and those Quater shoes, I'm going to try those out. I don't know if you saw his post today. I'm going to order some of those later tonight and give those a shot. But
cool, do a good review on that.
Yeah. So, but let me get back to this. They're talking about tweets. We don't need to talk about who the tweets are by. That's irrelevant. It's like, hey, guess what? If you got time to tweet, clearly you're not playing in the playoffs, okay? You're tweeting about it. You're working on your next career, which is something else, which, hey, I understand.
So Dustin Johnson tees off here at 11. And Amanda, we're going to go to you. What do you got for us?
Oh, hey, did you see the tweet about DJ today? It's like, good Lord. That's all you've got? I mean, this man, literally, this guy looks like he's playing a friggin' par 3 course out there with 3 clubs. He's got driver, wedge, and putter. It's like, what's he going to hit? Well, I don't know. He's on the tee box, probably driver. What's he going to hit next?
I'm concerned. I'm concerned that he's going to have driver, wedge, and 10 putters in his bag.
Good Lord. Okay, so I know I texted you this yesterday, and we were talking, and I was kind of coming back. I may be wrong. I didn't go back and look at this, but I know he had like the pyramid putter 3 weeks ago. I don't know, several weeks ago he was using the pyramid. Then he went to some kind of call it a Newport style setup. And now, and I don't think it wasn't a Scottie, but now he's back to the TaylorMade Spider. And it's like, well, shit. I mean, if you hit it, 1.5 foot to the hole, I mean, it doesn't matter. You can use a stick and you can hit it in. But I'm just saying, did that build some kind of confidence level around his game and letting him know, hey, if I just get it close, I'm going to be able to make the putt? Because he is not. I was looking at Fantasy National earlier, and he's not leading. He is not leading in strokes gained putting. He's actually 9th. But which I mean, hey, top 10 strokes gained putting. I mean, who's arguing with that, right? I mean, nobody's complaining. I mean, obviously he's not. But still, do you think we see the TaylorMade Spider for throughout the playoffs and into the majors, or you think we're going to see another changeup?
Well, apparently he, I don't know which day it was Tuesday or Wednesday, had a putting contest. And he took 10 putters out there on Wednesday night. And the one that won is the one he's playing with. That's 100% the truth. He had a putting contest with himself to decide which of the 10 putters he brought with him he was going to play on the weekend.
Well, so I don't remember. I mean, I can remember him. I think we'd have to dig probably deep in the archives. There's probably other folks that know it off the top of their head, but I'm pretty sure his major win was and his potential, his major loss, right, where he grounded his club. I'm pretty sure he had the Spider in the bag then. But, however, it's all blacked out except for the grip, and he's using the Super Stroke. Sorry, I got one behind me. I had to look and see it escape my mind. But he's using a Super Stroke grip that's white. It's got a black shaft, and the putter head is blacked out. So, and I don't remember it being that way in the past. So I'm wondering, did he send this thing off to get it finished, and he was just using some other stuff while it was that? It's like surely Dusty, if he's like, hey, I want my putter to look like this, that's like an overnight thing. It's not like, hey, you're in the queue. We'll get that to you in about 6 weeks.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't know, but I can't argue with what's happening, man. I mean, that dude is his swagger is it's still a little He's still kind of lumbering, from the tee to the fairway, but his lumber is just a little more, it's got a little more pep in it, if you will. And that's saying a lot for DJ, right? He never looks like he's got any pep. Exactly.
No, he doesn't. I'm going to pause for a second. So what is this? What is this you're drinking here? What is this you're drinking?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, we're having a Willet Rye. So I was lucky enough that I found another bottle a couple of weeks ago. I've been holding this, so as you can see, it's this is an older bottle that I've had.
Loved. Yeah, a little low.
Yeah. So it's a Willet straight rye whiskey, rare release from the Willet Distillery. It's number 2 proof. And it's pretty fantastic. I mean, if you like a good minty rye, and if you can find it, and I think I bought this thing. I posted it, maybe a few days ago, and I got it for like $47 or $48, less than $50. Yeah. So this is one of those unicorns, man. It's is it great? Yes. Can you find it for less than $50? Hell no. So it was lucky. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and work on this bottle. I've probably had this bottle for maybe a year and a half or 2 years, and you can see it's only half gone. And if you listen to the show regularly, you know that I don't just have a few drinks. I have several. So for me to have a bottle sitting on the shelf for some time, I mean, I didn't have a backup, but now that I got a backup, I don't know how much longer this one's going to be around. So nice. But it's great. I think I sent you some. I got a gift pack coming to you. So of hand sanitizer, not of Willet Rye, but you could have a gift coming. Yeah.
All right. I just want to get that. Oh, that's where I was going with that. Was you went really long winded on your Willet? I was going to say I thought you were going to be drinking Diet Coke today.
Well, so you may notice I'm coming in a little hot. I may have been sipping on bourbon and Diet Coke earlier because I'm like, after the round, I mean, don't you want to pour a drink and have something other than a Diet Coke?
I thought you would have like a cheeseburger in hand and a Diet Coke and tape on your fingers, just like Tiger and Rory.
Yeah, I'll be posting pictures. So it's we're still not quite at dinner time in my time zone. So later tonight, I think we are having we're having bacon cheeseburgers and bourbon and Diet Coke.
Nice. Oh man, but very cool. Yeah. So back to DJ. I mean, this is just. I just saw him. He was on 15. He missed the birdie putt there, so he's still 29 under. I'd love to see him finish this thing out at 31 under. That'd be awesome.
I would love to see. Yeah. Who wouldn't? Yeah. Who wouldn't love to see that? So I don't know. You want to talk about DJ some more, or you need to
cover. I mean, he is projected to go to number 1 in the world.
Number one in the
FedEx points, everything. So I do want to talk about him. Just one thing. I got a question for you. We have said for 3-4 weeks now. Okay, Justin Thomas, Player of the Year contender. Colin Morikawa, Player of the Year contender. Daniel Berger, Player of the Year contender. Brendan Todd, Webb Simpson. With DJ winning today, this is his second win since the comeback, since the break. And if he wins the FedEx Cup, is he Player of the Year? So if he wins at Eastlake, is he Player of the Year with 2 wins and FedEx Cup? Versus Colin Morikawa with 2 wins and the only major of the season.
So here's the thing. I mean, I don't know. I mean, what do you think?
Well, I think we got to study this up, and we can talk about it more tomorrow. But my understanding, if I'm remembering this correctly, is that Rory won last year, and he did not win any majors last year. And then Brooks Koepka won 2 majors last year and didn't win. Is that right?
Yeah. So, okay, but hold on. But here's the thing. So the chances of him actually coming into, so we got 2 tournaments to go to finish off the FedEx Cup, right? So he's not going to win. He's not going to win the next 2 tournaments, the next 2. Now, is he going to win next weekend? I guess the odds say, and if you look historically how things have gone, he's probably not, because, typically people are not doing well off of, I mean, look at DJ. I mean, he didn't, coming off of his win. I think he missed the cut the following week, right? So Morikawa didn't do, I mean, nobody's coming in and playing extra hot the week after they win the tournament. So could he have an off week next week? Maybe. Could he come in and have a top 25? Yes. Could he then come back and play strong at Eastlake? Absolutely. Because, I mean, I think Eastlake is setting up extremely well. Here's the thing, though, the way everybody else is playing, I'll go back to that in a second. The way everybody else is playing, now we have been getting a lot of rain in Georgia, Atlanta specifically. So we've had a ton of rain, and I think we're going to continue to have these, midday rains and, raining overnight. So I think the course is going to set up well. We do have Chad coming on tomorrow, on Monday. That's the guy at Eastlake. He's the GM at Eastlake. So we'll find out. We'll ask the question. But I think it's going to favor. I think it's going to favor the guy that's hitting bombs off the tee, wedges into the green, and he's using his he's got the new putter, or he's brought the old putter back. So I think that potentially I think you do see DJ coming in as Player of the Year in the last month. He's going to own Player of the Month and a half. He potentially does. I mean, I don't know how you could argue, to your point. I mean, Rory didn't win any majors, and last year, right?
Right.
And he can't, and he nailed it. So, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. And here's the other thing too. I mean, how many years does DJ have left? I mean, I'd say several. I mean, he hasn't.
He's like 35, man. He's got 10 years left.
No, right. That's my point. And I mean, he hasn't really had any. He's had a few injuries, but it hadn't been like he hasn't been injury prone. You know what I mean? I mean, he's pretty much played through pretty much played through everything, So I wouldn't say that it was physical injury. It may have been more of different kind of injuries for him. Mm-hmm. But I think with that, I hope after this win today, because it's going to happen, and I hope after this win. What I hope is I hope we see, and I don't think we will, but I wish we would see a little bit more excitement, enthusiasm, whatever you want to call it. Because, I mean, you said it maybe a couple of shows ago. I mean, DJ wants to win a FedEx. He hasn't done it before. Yeah. He wants to win a FedEx Cup, right? And I mean, this is the situation where it's like, hey, man, then go ahead and win it. It's his to win at this point. Yeah. To your point, it's his to win. If he wins the FedEx Cup, hands down, Player of the Year. I think, hands down.
Well, look at that. If he wins the FedEx Cup, you've got, all right, he's won 2 tournaments. Even if he doesn't win another tournament, he's won 2 tournaments, second place at the major, right, in the FedEx Cup.
Right. So. Yeah, hands down. Yeah. Which is, I mean, I'm not saying it's not good or bad for Morikawa. I mean, it's just but that dude, he's, I mean, he's got a lot of years to play. So I actually need to look. We need to do some research. We should talk about that a little bit tomorrow coming into the tournament.
Also, Rookie of the Year, too, because Rookie of the Year is interesting. You got Scottie Scheffler, who's been playing really well.
I know. Speaking of, I want that hat so bad. I want that hat, but I want to put a logo on and I can't find it because, of course, it's like, oh, well, the hat, it's a Nike hat. And I'm like, I know the logo is Nike, but I don't think it's actually a Nike hat. Right. I'm trying to find that damn hat, man.
Yeah, I think they're out there. We're in a weather delay now, by the way. So
yeah, we got to get Dope Ropes. They wrote back today and they said, "Oh yeah, we can make those." And I'm like, "Okay, well, what do you got?" And they sent the crowns back, and I'm like, is it low profile, mid profile, high crown? And they're like, "Oh, it's like a mid high crown, typical rope hat." And I'm like, listen, I'm like a midget, okay? Like that it's going to look like I'm wearing a top hat out there. It's not going to work on me. So
this weather's looking rough, buddy. Wow.
Yeah, just call the tournament. So call the tournament. Who's going to Harris English they've got 2 holes left, right? So they've just finished 16. They got 2 left to play. So speaking of, we can go back to DJ in a minute, but I want to talk about a Harris English, man.
Oh, I do too.
I looked at, again, Fantasy National, great stats there. Looked at Harris English, and everything that I saw was solid. Strokes gained this week, number 2, obviously. Around the green, number 3. I expected. So here, hey, you know who I expected to be like number 3 or better was Pat Reed. He let me down on that one. He didn't do it, but nevertheless, it's strokes gained putting. Harris is he's in 6th, ranked 6th. Tee to green, 3. Harris English came out money today, and I think that bodes well for Harris English in the next 2 tournaments because he's still chasing it. I think I still like Harris English through this thing. I think that's going to be a horse that I ride. Not like Henny. Henny, you dropped the ball on us this week, buddy.
Oh, man.
Good Lord. We ain't going to ride him too hard, man. But he's out, so we want to talk about him anymore after this tournament. But, yeah, Henny definitely dropped it on me, man. So, and you too.
Yeah, absolutely. No, but Harris English is getting to be pricey, though, and rightfully so. Hey, if it wasn't for Harris English, DJ might win by like 15 strokes.
Well, absolutely.
He might win by a round.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. You know who's played well today is Kevin Kisner, man. Kevin Kisner coming in at 5 under today. I mean, yesterday he shot 70, but outside of that 70, he was 65, 66, 70, 66. Kiz has won at Eastlake before. So I'm liking Kiz coming in like still hungry and trying to get something. I'm liking him for the upcoming tournaments. Well, we'll talk more about Olympia Fields next week. Danny Berger. Mm-hmm. He's in the 60s all week this week. He's now T3. Your boy Rahm came on strong today, shooting 6 under for a 65.
Yeah.
Guess who after shooting a 70 on Thursday is still chasing it.
Who's that?
And hey, this is a potential player of the year, I think. Also, Webb Simpson. If Webb Simpson gets another couple of wins, I mean, I think he easily jumps up to first place.
So, in your opinion, it could be whoever gets to the third win. If it's Morikawa, Webb Simpson, or DJ, whoever gets that third win could be player of the year.
Well, yeah. Look at. Yeah, I mean, I think it would be hard to coin JT as player of the year. I don't think he. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I guess it's good. I'm with you. I'm not saying you can't, but I mean, that's one that. I don't know. I mean, if he makes a comeback. Maybe I don't know. This has been a hell of a tournament this week.
Yes.
They didn't have to pay anybody off to miss a few strokes to get Tiger in the cut, even though he and Rory pretty much did. They're like
him and Putter Boy.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, exactly.
He's got that Putter Boy hat. When do you think Rory is going to change his hat to something like a big boy hat? I mean, he's got the Putter Boy hat like all the time.
That's what I'm trying to get. I hope he doesn't change it.
No, you want the rope hat.
I know, but I'm just
Rory
saying.
Rory wears the one that's really the Bills what it is, like his little Putter Boy.
Do I need to go get my PBR hat out of the golf closet, because I've got my PBR hat that's my game hat. I always wear my PBR hats. I know. And it's my Putter Boy hats.
I know. All right.
Just saying.
Yeah, he did. Let's stay on Roy for 1 second here. I mean, you and I were talking about this, and we say this like every show, but the break. Oh my gosh, he fell so far during the break. It's like, what happened? We were talking after Colonial. Do we sound the alarm on Rory? Oh, not yet, and this and that. But then I played him at. I played him this week. I played him at the PGA, and it's different lineups, right? And he just continues to just disappoint, and I'm like, this is alarming. This game has gotten away from him. He needs a break. That's what he needs. Hey, the last cut of the year was this week, so that's good. Well, until the new year begins. Yeah. So I'll tell you who. Harry Higgs. The break did.
No. Oh, you will refer to him as Big Beautiful from this point forward. Big Beautiful.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, say it. I want to hear it. Say it.
Harry Higgs, Mr. Big Beautiful.
Thank you. We will only refer to him as Big Beautiful from this point forward.
Oh my goodness, yeah. But then, hey, you know what? He came out gunning, and good for him. It's a lot of exposure for him this week. And I can go over to the FedEx Cup projections. Let's see where he's projected to go to. There we go. He's going to be projected to be 46th, so he'll need to do well again next week in order to get to Eastlake. But that's good for him. Good for him. We already talked about DJ going number 1 in FedEx Cup points. Harris English, we just talked about him. He's projected to be 6th in the FedEx Cup points. Let's see who else jumped a whole lot. Kiz jumped up to 15th projection. And then, yeah, so...
wait a minute. I mean, we'd just totally whiff if we didn't mention it. Where's the commercial boy at?
He was playing this morning. I had to watch him this morning.
I know. I saw him while Hovlander was just nutting the ball all over the place, and we're watching. Fowler actually had a good day today.
Yeah, he's like 2 or 3 under. He wasn't 7 under.
Yeah, is he in one of the feature pairings next week?
I don't know. I don't know. Did he make it next week? Where's Fowler at? He 94th. No, he's not coming in. He's not playing.
No, that was sorry. I set you up on that one. Sorry. No, I know he's not making it. So, he's, I guess, I think he's meeting Joel Damon, Phil Mickelson, and let me think of who. They're at Bethpage.
They're all practicing.
I'm sorry. They're at Wingfoot. Excuse me. They're at Wingfoot, getting ready. So yeah.
So here's some guys that are going to miss the cut line, if you will, for the top 70 FedEx Cup points. You got some notables here. Phil is going on to play in the Champions Tour next week. He missed the top 70, so he will not be going on to Chicago. Louis O is projected to be 75th, so he's not moving on. You don't have to worry about Norlander next week. He's not moving on. Hoffman is 77th. He's not moving on. Oh, HB3, I didn't see that one coming. He's 80th, so he's not moving on.
Yeah, he's out. Yeah.
Your other boy, Si Woo, is not. He can't play next week.
He's out.
Yeah. Pat Perez, Jay Rose, Tommy Fleetwood. Didn't get it done, man. Didn't get it done. There's Ricky. Anybody else? Well, BK, of course. BK.
BK. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see a lot of these people at Wingfoot at the U.S. Open. So hey, let me touch on something real quick. I just pulled this up. So Player of the Year. I don't know. I don't know what the revisions are. We got to look and see what the revisions. So you get 30 points for winning the PGA Championship, Open. There is no British Open and or the Masters. So the only chance you have to be Player of the Year is to win the PGA Championship. So Morikawa's got 30 points, right? You get 20 points for winning the TPC. Well, they canceled that on the first day. So there is no TPC. You get 10 points for winning all of the designated events. So right now, Morikawa's got to be leading because he's won. So he's got 30 for the PGA. And he's got, what did he win? 2 more tournaments? 1 more tournament, right? He just won.
He won the Workday event.
Workday. But the Workday wasn't a regular. I mean, I guess it was a PGA, but it was a plug-in. So is that going to count? I don't know. We'll talk about that tomorrow. We need to research that. And then you get 50 bonus points for winning 2 majors, 75 bonus points for winning 3 majors, and 100 for winning 4. Well, hey, you ain't getting any bonus points this year. That's not going to happen. Any incomplete rounds in the scoring average list will result in a .10 penalty per incomplete record. We got to marinate on that one a little bit because that's kind of screwy. So, as it stands, I don't know. So DJ's got to win. So DJ's got 2 wins this season after today?
Yeah, he won Travelers. Yeah.
Okay, so DJ's got 20 points. Morikawa has got 40 points, and I don't think anybody else can trump that. No. So, I mean, the only person that can would be, so JT's got 2 wins, so the best he could do is get 20 points. Yeah, so no, I mean, so Morikawa's got it locked up. And again, they may have changed something because of the major shift and all that stuff, but Or maybe they're not even going to do a Player of the Year this year. I mean, that could be a possibility. We'll report back on this for the folks that are listening. Where Dan just sprung this one on me. I didn't know we were going to go. I didn't know we were going to go down this hole today, but obviously we are. In that case, I'll.
Man, you missed a tournament, buddy. Man, you really should have been up in Boston this week. You could have played a money game with Joel Damon. You could have filled in for Scottie Scheffler's caddy.
How many strokes do you think Joel gives me? So I'm playing right now. I think I just recorded some new stuff. So this is transparency. This is while it's not live, it is unedited.
Hey, you know what? I'm sorry. The room just shook because Salty he just rolled his eyes.
I know. No, well, it's not Salty. It's Blade and Bellotta that's just so beside themselves that. Oh, but hey, it's like, hey man, if you're that good of a golfer, you ought to be. I mean, hey, it shouldn't matter how many strokes you give me, you ought to be able to whip my ass. So, but I'm saying, how many strokes does Joel actually give me? Because I'm playing right now. I'm down to almost single digit, but let's call it borderline. I'm a 10.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm thinking, does Joel, because Joel's scratch, I mean, he's PGA, right? I mean, he's got to be scratch.
Yeah.
Maybe he's even negative. He could be negative strokes. I mean, do I get like 15 strokes, and do I get to? And I don't know. Hey, Joel, if you're listening, I mean, we could put some money on that. I mean, I'd be open for a match at. Hey, let's go to Sweetens Cove, man. I'm sure Madamski will host us. let's get up and do something, man.
Nice. Yeah, that was pretty cool. But then, you also could have filled in for Scottie Scheffler's caddy.
I mean, is he lobbying for a new job? I mean, he's the assistant pro at TPC Boston, and he shows up and hey, to Scotty's caddy, sorry I didn't catch his name, but I hope things are well. But yeah, he just said he locked up, man.
Yeah. And
here's a comment that I thought was kind of awkward. So when they did, and in the Ledbetter, he's a Ledbetter. I don't know if he's I don't know if he's related to the golfing. Well, obviously he's a golfing Ledbetter, but I don't know if he's related to the David Ledbetter family.
Right.
If he is or if he isn't, doesn't matter. So he comes out, he raises his hand, and they're talking. Oh, well, there's caddies that already made the loop. Who's he playing with?
He's playing with. He's in the second group to last.
Yeah, I know.
Forget.
It was Scheffler's caddy that went down, from the cramp, and he kind of locked up. Nevertheless, the caddy, picked up. So he's double bagging.
He's playing Harris English, I think, right?
No, Harris is playing with Dusty.
Louis.
Oh yeah, with Louis. We didn't touch on Louis anyway. We need to hit him in a minute. But anyway, so Louis' caddy picks up 2 bags, man, and going on to the next tee. Like we gotta play on. So just showing those caddies out there are actually troopers and getting the job done. But then so Ledbetter comes out. And they're like, oh, and by the way, he's in long pants. That's not going to be good for him. And I'm thinking, well, shit, hold on. Every single golfer on the course is wearing long pants.
Good point.
So, okay, now granted, they're not carrying a bag.
Yeah.
But every single golfer out there is wearing long pants. So why is it a disadvantage for the caddy to be wearing
a big old bag, I guess?
I mean, I get it, but I'm just saying, like it's not hard on the friggin' golfer. I mean, mentally, do you think the golfer's more stressed than the caddy? I would say probably.
Our buddy Mark did not want any part of
it. He just kept on going, no.
Hey, Mark, you want to pick that bag up? He said, no, sir.
Nope. Hey, I can't carry the microphone and the bag. I'm surprised Bones didn't run out and grab the bag, man. I mean, he's lobbying for a job,
He sure is.
But you know what? But Scheffler's caddy did make a comment. We didn't hear it directly. It was I don't know if it was Mark. I think it was Mark that gave it to us, but maybe somebody else. But they said he's been on the bag except for 5 of Scheffler's Korn Ferry tournaments.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm not worried about him. Like he's got his golf mentality is going to carry him through, and he'll be fine. So yeah, it was yeah. But apparently, shame. Hope he's well.
He jumped up to get a look at the green, and when he landed, he heard something snap. And,
yeah, I know. I hope he's okay, man. Yeah, it's a shame.
All right, hurry up because we got to get out of here.
Let's see.
Louis, real quick.
Hit on Louis, man.
Well, you said you want to touch on him, but here I'll go. It's fine. Where did he finish? He did not do too great.
He didn't have a great day today. So Louis came in kind of middle of the run and pretty much everything. I see a lot of 40s, a lot of 30s, but I think Louis is advancing.
No. Mm-mm.
Oh, he's not advancing.
Mm-mm.
No, never mind. We don't need to touch on them.
We already did. You can touch on him. He's 75th projected, so he was on the bubble there.
Yeah, he came in at +3 today. So, he's not done yet. So he's on. Well, he's through 17. Yeah, he's gonna have to basically hit a hole in one. What's that, like a goose or something on the off the tee box? So 65, 65, 68. Disappointing day for Louis. Here's what I thought was kind of weird. I know we got to wrap up, but there were a lot of people out there today that the whole tournament. It looked the course didn't look like it was playing that hard for a lot of guys. Start naming, and you can start naming names that are like going, how the hell is that person shooting that score? And not only that score. they're shooting consistently good. Look at Kevin Na shooting 66 today.
Yeah.
And Tiger. Yesterday he just shit all over himself. Robbie Shelton shot a 63 today. Brian Harmon shot a 64. Jon Rahm shot a 65. Which Kokrak actually got himself into next week shooting a 65. Since we're on 65s, we'll mention Troy Merritt. I don't think he's making it. He could be, but I don't think he's making it into the playoffs. Kiz shooting a 66. Telling you, these next three people, they're in the playoff. Well, actually, the next five. Kisner, 66. Simpson, 66. Hovland, 66. Na, 66. Tiger Woods, 66. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't surprise me to see all five of those people showing up at Eastlake. It would not surprise me.
Well, it could be. Could be. Kisner's been on fire. Where's Tiger at now? Tiger's 58th. He's going to have to play well next week.
Is Kevin Na in? I think he's in.
He's 22nd. He's doing.
Yeah,
I know he's already in there. Yeah.
Yeah, I know Hovland's in. I know Simpson's in.
Yeah.
Ryan Palmer today. Now, did you see that hole out? I think it was on 17.
Yeah,
so he was. I think he was just coming off like back-to-back bogeys or something.
No, he had a double.
Okay, yeah, double, and then he holes out of the sand. He was hitting good shots. It's just anything around the green. Like that dude was just he was all over himself today, man. He couldn't get out of his own way. So, well, I tell you what, it's Hoffman had a good day today. It's what all this has done for me is we're going to have to dig deep, and I don't know if I told you, but Fantasy National, they're coming on the pod in a few weeks. Mm-hmm. So I don't think we'll catch it for this season. I think we'll catch it for before the U.S. Open in Augusta, but all this has done is it's making me dig deeper into Fantasy National and look at how these guys have played these courses. The bad news is a lot of these guys haven't played Eastlake before that are going to make it there. Now, a lot of them have. So, it's going to be interesting to see how it sets up. And if you want to equate Eastlake to something, I would say you equate it to Augusta. And, a lot of the guys that are going to be showing up, first timers, they hadn't played Augusta. So, we're going to have to kind of look around to see, how does it compare. But it's going to make it interesting to see how it works out. The good news is, I haven't looked since we started recording, but I did win my money back plus. We don't like to talk about how much we're winning because it's irrelevant. If you're getting your money back, That's the first step. If you're positive, if you come in the red, then you're even better. So
yeah, I did good this week too. Yeah. Even with Norlander and Player of the Year missing the cut. I mean, come on.
I know.
Oh my goodness! All right, so we got an exciting week coming up, right, Cal?
We do, yeah. So we got Chad Parker coming on from Eastlake on Monday. We've got Marianne Eaves coming on Tuesday, Master Distiller. And hey, not only is she a Master Distiller, she was also a Master Taster. So I'm looking forward to that. And we do have we got a golf we got a coach coming on, teaching pro coming on Tuesday afternoon as well.
Cool. Yeah, that's going to be great.
And potentially, we're going to take a virtual trip to the East Coast of the golf capital of the world. So we'll see about that.
Nice. All right, well, good. Well, the rain delay or the weather delay is still on, but we think Dustin's going to pull this one out. He's 9 shots ahead. He's got 2 to go. I think it's probably pretty much a lock, but hopefully they finish tonight. I don't know if they're going to finish tonight or not.
Big, beautiful.
Big, beautiful.
I don't know. I'm ending on big, beautiful. Cheers.
Cheers.